So friends, in her daily column, Letters from an American, historian Heather Cox Richardson poses the following question: who is in charge? Because watching Donald Trump's inability, not unwillingness, but inability to answer a simple, straightforward question, a question that a person repeats twice for him, makes it pretty clear he's not in charge. Hell, he's not even in charge of his own faculties. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, did you see recently how Donald Trump was unable to answer a simple question? A question that was posed to him twice because he asked that it be repeated. It was a question about the so-called Alligator Alcatraz, a facility that's been erected in the Florida Everglades to hold human beings who happen to be in the U.S. without documentation. Now, I am not going to inflict Trump's voice on you, but let me read for you that exchange between a reporter and Donald Trump as it was printed by the New Republic. Headline: Trump bizarrely rambles about Florida instead of answering question. Donald Trump took off on a winding rant about his summer vacation plans Tuesday when asked a crucial question about Alligator Alcatraz. During a press conference at the ICE facility in the middle of the Florida Everglades, the president was asked whether there was an expected time frame that detainees would be kept at the hastily constructed immigrant detention center, and whether it would depend on the immigration judges staffed there. This quote from Trump, quote, when you say, what was the first part of your question? Trump asked, clearly confused. Quote, is there a specific time frame you expect the detainees to spend here? Days, weeks, months? The reporter repeated. In Florida? Trump asked. Answer, yes, here at Alligator Alcatraz, the reporter responded, but the president had already jumped into a response about how much he loves the Sunshine State. Quote, I'm gonna spend a lot of, this is my home state. I love it. I love your government. I love all the people around. These are all friends of mine. They know me very well. I mean, I'm not surprised that they do so well. They're great people, Trump said, singling out Governor Ron DeSantis, who previously campaigned against Trump, but now acts as a cheerleader for his new wetland-themed concentration camp. From Trump, quote, I feel very comfortable in this state. I'll spend a lot of time here, Trump continued. He said that he would continue to visit despite his current digs at the White House, which had allowed him to fix up the little Oval Office. Quote, but I'll spend as much time as I can here. You know, my vacation is generally here because it's convenient. I live in Palm Beach. That's my home. And I have a very nice little place, nice little cottage to stay at, right? But we have a lot of fun, Trump continued, joking about his massive estate at the Mar-a-Lago resort. Friends, does that sound like a man who's in charge of his faculties? Does it sound like a man who should be in charge of a nation? The question posed by historian Heather Cox Richardson is, who is in charge? Here's what she writes. Just who is in charge of the administration remains unclear. In the New York Times yesterday, Jason Zengerle pointed to White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller as the final word on White House policy. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem defers to him. Attorney General Pam Bondi is so focused on preparing for and appearing on Fox News that she has essentially ceded control of the Department of Justice to him. White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles is concentrating on producing a reality TV show every day, a Trump advisor told Zengerle. So Miller, with his knack for flattering his boss, wields power. Meanwhile, at the Pentagon, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth did not inform the White House before he stopped the shipment of weapons to Ukraine last week. Natasha Bertrand and Zachary Cohen of CNN reported today that Hegseth's lack of a chief of staff or trusted advisors means he has no one to urge him to coordinate with other government partners. Trump has ordered Hegseth to restart some of the shipments. When a reporter asked the president today who had authorized the pause of shipments of weapons to Ukraine, Trump answered, "I don't know. Why don't you tell me?" At today's press opportunity, Trump was erratic, at one point veering off into a discussion of whether he should put gold leaf on the moldings in the room's corners. So friends, I have a question. Where are all those people who were so concerned about Joe Biden's cognitive decline? Who's in charge? Who's in charge when a president of the United States can't answer a simple question, a question that's repeated for him twice? Who's in charge? Who's ordering all these lawless policies? Who's drafting all of these unconstitutional executive orders? Who's in charge? Because, friends, the way I see it, what's going on in the executive branch of the United States government can't hold together forever. It may not even hold together for that much longer. So, friends, let me say this. With every lie that Donald Trump and his flunkies tell, with every violation of the rule of law, with every abuse of the due process rights of our fellow human beings, with every soldier illegally deployed to our streets, with every hospital closure, with every Medicaid cut, Donald Trump will get weaker. And we, the people, will get stronger. Because to us, to the American people, justice will always matter. Friends, as always, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.